It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. A first carry now for Alex Collins. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On second down, Jackson being chased at, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Chris Jones in there to sack him for a loss of 6. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. From the gun, it's Jackson. And able to find John Brown. Now the ball comes loose. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Green 39.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
On second down, Williams. And he'll go down at the 28. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Brandon Carr there to make the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now Williams. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He's going to, and that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill, 26 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take a first quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Butker now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. So you can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, That's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
Now Jackson buying time to his left. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
The first carry here for Ty Montgomery. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Jackson on 1st down. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. Now it's Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Here's a 1st down run with Collins. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the 1st half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a 1st. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Michael Crabtree, 26 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. when you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends,
he's got a man complete. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 42 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Ware takes the give from Mahomes, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now Mahomes. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Mahomes throwing on 4th. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. A first trip to the red zone for KC. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Spencer Ware, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are in for 6.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Back 99 Philly, here we go! Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
Hurry up, here we go!
Jackson from the shotgun. His throw incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches.
3-19!
From the gun, Jackson. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes going for the deep ball. That's going to be caught. And all the way in in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his second touchdown of the afternoon, and the Chiefs add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. Butker now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And incomplete. He was looking for Nick Boyle that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Hot.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And he's taken down inside the 30. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
Forced out to his left. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Jackson from the gun, he'll throw. Drops it underneath for Collins. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
Three down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Hey, boys, got 4. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now the Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd down.
Could be a blitzer.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Give him 30 yards there. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Mahomes going to throw it here. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he delivers a strike complete to Watkins. Mahomes to the former Rams, Sammy Watkins for the Kansas City first.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a 1st down for him, too.
Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Ravens going to use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. One final kneel down here as it comes inside the 40-second mark, and that should be enough to put this one on ice.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. Is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good, but there is a flag down. He might get another shot at this. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on fourth down. This will be a 34-yard attempt. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.